Why do I feel the real estate market in America is going to go towards a Euro-centric model? In Europe, owning your own place is next to impossible for the average person. This contrasts with America, where the American dream quite literally is to own your own home, be the master of your own castle. But as housing affordability takes a big hit, even in US, what we are going to see more and more is increased demand for multifamily, especially the type of product we're building, with an increased focus on wellness design, livable, walkable communities and cities, and that's exactly what we're doing. And while we can't pencil in marble cathedrals like you see in the background, what we can do is take advantage of these trends, design communities with the demands of today and future residents in mind, so that not only are we providing an essential service, we're doing good for our investors as well. How do we pick the right type of product that we deliver for our multifamily buildings in the right submarket? In my experience, we aggressively filter at the top. See what the demographics are, what their ability to pay is, what amenities do they demand, but more importantly, what are they willing to pay for? In essence, what does the customer say they want, but what are they willing to pay for? And then complement that by looking at the demand-supply situation, whether the laws are landlord-friendly or tenant-friendly. So as an example, in Knightsbridge, London, where I am right now, this is a global mecca for the elite. People from all over the world come here, shop here in Harrods as an example. These are not price-sensitive customers. Everything is luxury because it's a small piece of land. Everybody's coming here from all over the globe and they demand the best. But for our products in, say, the Midwest as an example, we've realized that our demographic demands is price sensitive. Sweet spot for rent is, I'd say, between $1,200 to $1,500. They'd like to get amenities, but typically they're not willing to pay for them. And most importantly, there's not a lot of supply, lots of demand, and the laws are very landlord friendly. So when we have that combination, we put our reserve type model there. Now we wouldn't do this here in Knightsbridge, because if we did that, we would absolutely get killed. So you gotta choose the right product, right market, have great research. That's a recipe for success. What's the one factor that contributes the most in the worst possible way on your wealth creation? When I did the math for myself, this one factor alone was costing me 35 to 40% of the total wealth I would generate in my life. And that factor is taxes, tax drag, or the pernicious effect of taxes on long-term wealth generation is massive. This is why I started my own firm, Boardwalk Wealth, to invest in real estate assets which are tax efficient. And by the way, like the King of England, whose abode is at the back, it's no accident that even sovereigns like the King of England, by law, don't pay taxes because they want to let their wealth grow long term. Now, you and I, we don't have the luxury of not paying taxes. So we have to pick and choose our investments, make sure we invest in tax efficient, long-term investments like real estate that offer all the 5 benefits that we all know about real estate and help us optimize our taxes. So if you want to let your portfolio grow, you want to keep more of your wealth for yourself, learn to start investing in real estate. Private equity is seeking big bargains in US commercial real estate. Distressed investors are circling like sharks to feast on all the opportunity that they think is coming up. The implosion in the office market is already factored in, but as about $1 trillion of debt expires or matures, borrowers are facing difficulty in terms of refinancing or repaying these loans. An Oaktree's analysis shows that about a further 20% decrease in valuations could put more US banks at risk than during the Great Financial Crisis. About 64% or $400 billion of the global dry powder allocated to distressed strategies is allocated for North American purchases. But all of this money could basically not even come to the rescue, because if borrowing costs stay higher, it will limit fundraising and it will increase the amount of money that needs to be basically put down to acquire these distressed assets. So while there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of minefields that need to be waded through before one can get to that opportunity.